G'day everybody and welcome back to our curated playthrough of Mass Effect. Hope you're all doing well today. Now in the previous episode, we finally drove the Geth back outside of Citadel space and we completed the Geth Incursions assignment. Now during that process, we attacked a Geth bunker, and after driving all of the Geth out, we also discovered some information on Geth evolution and physiology. Now, that discovery has actually unlocked an additional assignment, which we didn't really check out in the previous episode, so let's just have a very quick look at the journal here. Here we are, Tali and the Geth. Now, as you guys know, or if you have been watching, Tali is actually on her pilgrimage, and she is actually looking for something of value to bring back to the flotilla. And essentially, this information may actually help the Quarians with their quest in understanding the Geth a little bit more, because obviously the Geth were originally their creation, and hopefully that information will essentially help the Quarians return back to their home worlds. So before we continue today, let's quickly head on down and see if we can have a chat with Tali, who should be in her usual spot, which is right next to the, I think it's the Mass Effect generator. Now with this assignment completed, or we're about to complete anyway, we should essentially be finished with all of the assignments for all of our companions, if I'm not mistaken.
Shepard, I need to talk to you. It's important.
Is something wrong?
You know the data you took from those Geth control nodes? The information you uploaded to Alliance Control? I want a copy of it.
You want to bring this data back to the migrant fleet?
Those files have information that could be vital to our efforts to understand the Geth. It could be the key to helping us reclaim our homeworld.
If I give you this data, your pilgrimage is over. You'll go back to your own people.
Not right away. I'll stay with you as long as it takes to stop Saren. But my people need this.
You think you can use this information to destroy your enemy?
Not right away. We will need to study it. It could take years, but it will give us new insight into how the Geth have changed and evolved over the past centuries.
Go ahead, make a copy.
My people, I owe you a great debt, one I can never repay. The only thing I can offer in return is what you already have. My solemn promise to stay with you until Saren and his Geth armies are defeated.
I never wanted anything more.
Thank you, Shepard.
Fantastic. So that was a very easy assignment to complete. In terms of rewards, not really that much, only an additional Paragon point, but I'll take it. Alright, now aside from completing the Geth Incursions assignment in the previous episode, we also made a head start on the crime syndicates. So Helena Blake, one of the crime syndicates, asked us to take down her two rivals, and we're sort of in the process of doing that. We have taken out one of them, and now we have to make our way to the next cluster to take out the other one. Can't remember where we are here. Ah, yes, so we're in the disk system of the Hades Gamma cluster, and right next to it is the Gemini Sigma cluster. So the other syndicate boss should be located somewhere here. Okay. So I believe the syndicate boss should be in the Han system, but since we're here, we may as well actually investigate what's going on in the Ming system as well. So let's start there, do a little bit of exploring, and then we'll work our way back to the Han system. Alright, here we are guys, so as usual, let's start from the top. Altenrock. I think that's how you pronounce it. Altenork? Altenork? Altenork. Altenork is a small but typical hydrogen-helium gas giant with no outstanding features. Its combination of strong magnetic field and relatively shallow gravity make it a popular stopover world for discharging FTL drive cores. Scanning Altenork revealed something of interest in a debris field. Joker brought the Normandy in close and a small team was able to retrieve some valuable detritus, including a League of One medallion. Righto. Next we've got Parag. Parag is a large rock planet with an atmosphere composed of nitrogen and argon. Despite lying over 600 AU from Ming, its surface is scorching hot and mainly composed of alumina with deposits of silver. Due to the radiation and heat, landing on Parag's sunward side is anything less than warship-grade landing on Parag's sunward side with anything less than warship-grade shielding will likely be fatal. Parag rotates at a retrograde to the rest of the Ming system, indicating it is likely a captured body. Interesting. Scans from the planet Parag have revealed a large deposit of titanium. Right, next. Ooh, okay, I didn't realize, but there's something here. The MSV Worthington. Let's just have a read of this planet first. Oh, this one's difficult. Antiropris. Jeez, guys, I swear the name of the planets are getting harder and harder. Antiropris is a hydrogen-helium gas giant that formed in the outer regions of Ming's system and is in the process of migrating inwards. In a few million years, the planet's atmosphere will begin to boil away into space. There is a sizable temperature difference between the side of Antiropris facing the energetic blue giant Primary and the side facing the cold of deep space. This variance powers massive cyclonic wind systems. The intense heat it absorbs from the sun, in addition to its own internal heat engine, causes the planet's dark side to radiate faintly in the infrared. Alright, and before we take a look at the MSV Worthington here, let's see if we can find anything in the asteroid belt. Okay, so seems empty. Let's check out what's going on here. So MSV Worthington. The Worthington is a Kowloon-class modular conveyor of human design. Configured for mixed freight and passenger hauling, the ship appears to be in a shutdown state. The main thrusters are cold and it is adrift off the orbit of Antiropris. Registry: the Morrison Company of Shanxi. Alright, interesting. We don't actually have any missions aboard the MSV Worthington, but judging by the state of this ship, it may actually be abandoned or some kind of accident may have happened. I don't know. We shall investigate. Alright, so we'll take Rex and Caden, as we have been for the last several outings here. There we go. It's a bit difficult there to...
Empty.
Someone must have shut down all systems, except basic life support.
Okay, so there's basic life support, but not much else going on. Okay, we've got this item limit issue, which I haven't resolved yet, guys, so I'll try and do that between this episode and the next. Just checking for more loot. Level 9 stuff here, very nice. Don't exactly see any enemies on radar either, so a bit mysterious as to what's happened.
Hear that? We're not alone.
Okay. Well, I didn't really hear anything, but I guess Rex has a pretty good ear. Just see if there's any loot here.
Somebody set that trap.
Oh.
This whole place could be wired.
Okay, that
Like we're good, Commander.
that scared the crap out of me, guys. Alright, let's try and destroy these containment cells. Because I'm guessing they're rigged to blow when we get too close. Okay, it is too bloody quiet here. I'm sort of expecting some sort of an ambush. Okay, we're clear. And definitely no additional loot, unfortunately. See what's going on beyond. Okay, we've got 3 doors here. Let's see what's going on in the cockpit. Okay, there's a computer log here.
Jacob is showing no signs of brain activity. There's nothing more we can do for him. He wouldn't want to be kept alive by machines, so we're going to disconnect the life support. Dr. Smith is worried about Julia's reaction, though. She can't seem to let Jacob go. The stress is making her implants flare up, causing intense migraines. It'll probably be easier for everyone if we don't tell her until after we shut the life support down. Give her a chance to... Julia, what are you doing here? Why are you...
Okay. So I'm guessing there was maybe some form of mutiny or something like that on the ship. No trace of anyone, to be honest, except for those logs. Here's another one, actually.
They say Jacob's gone. They say his brain isn't functioning anymore, and they want to shut off his machines. But Jacob's the only thing in the world that matters to me. I don't know how to help him, and it's tearing me up inside. I just feel so helpless, so damn angry. Dr. Smith gave me some meds to calm down, but I didn't take them. I can't. Not until I figure out a way to help Jacob. I won't give up on him. I won't!
Okay, so that must be Julia, the one that, I don't know, maybe the pilot was talking about before? Ooh, nice. Level 10 there. Yeah, since no one's home, we'll just take all of their stuff, as usual. Okay, there's someone here. Looks like he's still alive, actually. He's sort of moving around a little bit. Life support. Okay. Actually, this might be the Jacob person that these logs are talking about. Let's play this one.
Jacob's not going to make it. His brain was deprived of oxygen for too long. There's nothing any of us can do for him now except let him die with dignity, is what he would want. I'm more worried about Julia now. She's showing signs of severe depression. I gave her some meds that should help, but I better warn the captain.
Look out!
Okay. So Julia's actually still here and alive. I thought everyone would be dead. Okay, so she's definitely hostile. We can't reason with her, I suppose. Let's quickly throw.
Perimeter secured.
Okay. I think the mystery is pretty clear here. She's disabled the entire ship to try and save this guy, Jacob, but he's basically brain dead though.
That machine's keeping him alive.
No brain activity. He's dead. This body is nothing but an empty shell.
Maybe we should shut the machine down. It's the merciful thing to do.
Your call, Commander. But maybe we should wait until we know more about what's going on before we do anything.
Okay, well, Hayden's right. Damn it. There we go. Alright, so is there a way to save him? I didn't really see anything else that we could interact with, to be honest. Yeah, okay. I think that bit of dialogue from Caden really was just in case we hadn't really explored some of the other rooms, but we sort of went the other way around here, so I really don't think that there's anything else we can do. And I think letting him go is probably the right thing to do, so...
You did the right thing, Commander.
Thanks, Caden. Wow, that got pretty dark pretty quick. Oh, Lord. Yeah. I mean, when is it the right time to make that decision? That's a tough one. I don't know, I think personally, I think that was the merciful thing to do. Alright. I think we're done in this entire system, so let's move on and let's go across to the... forget the name of the system. The Han system. Alright, here we are. So, let's have a read of all of the planets before we land on one of them. Patatanlis. Patatanlis is a large rock world with an unusually thin atmosphere of hydrogen and carbon monoxide. The frigid world's crust contains extensive deposits of uranium and occasional loads of naturally occurring plutonium. With a total mass more than 4 times that of Earth, Patatanlis should have a significantly thicker atmosphere. This unusual feature has flagged it as worthy of scientific investigation, but the need for expensive amounts of radiation shielding has deterred interest. Scans from orbit have detected a large deposit of beryllium. Mavigon. Warning, level 2 cold hazard. Mavigon is a small rock and ice planet with a thin atmosphere of ammonia and methane. The surface is frozen and mainly composed of tin, with deposits of potassium. The planet has a rudimentary ammonia-based life, mainly concentrated around geothermal vents deep underground. Severe storm cycles are common. Due to limited visibility, navigation may be difficult. Alright, so I'm guessing the mission is on this planet, but let's back out and continue scanning the other planets. Paravin. Paravin is a small, unremarkable rock world. The surface is scorching hot and mainly composed of calcium with deposits of aluminum. Paravin's low mass has left it tidally locked to the star Han. If there were any resources of value, mining stations could be established on the relatively temperate Twilight Band. Scans of Paravin revealed an unnamed station in geosynchronous orbit. Your salvage team found no evidence on the origins of the station. They did find one of Matriarch Dilinaga's writings on board. Very nice. This is a tough one. Farkrothu. A standard gas hydrogen-helium gas giant, Farkrothu is only distinguished by its moons. Several dozen of them have been sculpted into the likeness of an arthropodal alien race, not yet known to council science. Radiometric dating suggests the moons were worked over 500,000 years ago. Wow, interesting. Okay, so they have an entire moon that was sculpted. That's crazy. The amount of effort required for that would be staggering. Alright, next we've got Huningto. Huningto is a Jovian-sized gas giant with a standard hydrogen-helium atmosphere. Traces of methane give the planet its distinct cobalt blue tint. Spectral analysis indicates its extensive ring system is mostly composed of ice crystals. Huningto has an exceptionally powerful magnetic field, which creates strong radio interference throughout the inner system. Alright, very good. So, it's time to land on Mavigon, sorry. Let's do it. Again, we'll take Kaidan and Rex with us and see if we can do a bit of biotic damage with these two. Alright, here we are on Mavigon. Yeah, again, not the most hospitable planet, if you ask me. Definitely too cold. Let's see. Not a lot going on here. There's only a little bit of debris and the Syndicate hideout, so let's start with the debris first, and then we'll work our way to the hideout. Okay, we should be able to climb up over this side. Okay, and lucky we are doing that, because I do see some minerals there that we can scan. Oh, by the way, guys, I actually did a little bit of Googling after one of the episodes that we had the other day around the monsters from the id, and that's actually a reference for I guess one of the oldest sci-fi movies, and it's called The Forbidden Planet, which was aired in, I think, 1955 or so. So a very interesting reference there. Okay, that was a little bit of a rough landing right there. Don't like where we've positioned ourselves here. That's better. Alright. Let me guess. Gold? Yes. Alright, very good. And interestingly, there is an anomaly right over here. Okay, I definitely see something down there. Okay, so it says mummified Solarian, but this looks like like an item crate to me. There we go. ID tag recovered. You discovered several small artifacts. Among them is an identification tag belonging to Captain Stranaka, one of the Solarian soldiers charged with hunting down the League of One. Interesting. I guess he wasn't very successful then. Although we did find quite a few medallions through our playthrough, right? So does that mean some of the League of One members were taken out while others survived? I'm not entirely sure. Alright. Let's make our way to the final destination. See if we can take out all of those Syndicate members and the Syndicate boss. Now, as far as I remember, once we do take out both Syndicate bosses, we still have one additional part to the mission, which is to go back to Helena Blake and see if we can receive our reward. But us being a Paragon, we're probably going to try and arrest her. So we'll see what we can do on that front. Okay, so this base seems to be on top of this mountain here, so we're going to have to try and find a way to climb it. We'll probably go up this way. I am just a little bit mindful because judging by the radar, they've got some decent defenses there that we'll have to contend with. Oh, there we go. Turrets. And we're way too close for my liking. Those were Alliance heavy turrets. So that's sort of interesting. I wonder if these guys have access to Alliance military hardware from somewhere. Maybe we've got like some sort of a mole or something like that within the Alliance. There's the entrance. And no doubt we're going to have a bit of a fight on our hands. Bit quiet so far. There we go, a few targets. Alright, let's put our guys in position.
Heads up!
Just taking it slow, guys. Don't want to be overwhelmed.
I will destroy you.
Let's see if we can flank them. I see one guy over there. Doesn't really have very good cover, does he?
will destroy you.
Ooh, okay. Okay, that's bad. Let's just quickly recharge our shields here. Try and snipe this guy. Very good. Second Prime Lord defeated. That's both of them. No doubt Helena Blake will be overjoyed to learn that these two scum are no longer a problem. Alright, there we go. So we've completed the request, but we do need to have a chat with Helena before we can actually complete the assignment. So let's take as much loot as we can find from this place and set out to the last destination, a rendezvous point, if you will. Doesn't seem like there's any loot in this room, but I wonder if the other room is actually unlocked. Yes, it is. Okay. Little bit of stuff here. Medical station. Alright, another heavy armor there. Not entirely sure if they're any good though. I do like my Onyx armor. I think maybe we're also due to go back to the Citadel sometime soon and see if we can buy any new armors there. Ooh, okay, this one's a bit complex. There we go. Wasn't too bad. Alright. I think that's everything from this base. Just want to have a quick look around this area. There we go. Yeah, I have a tendency of missing a few things in the first room of all of these bases. Rightio guys, so I think that's it for Mavigon. Let's return back to the Normandy. Alright, so as I said, we probably do need to have a chat with Helena, so let's take a look at the journal once more to see where we need to go for that. Here we go, hostile takeover. Meet Helena Blake. Go to the Fortuna system in the Horsehead Nebula and meet Helena Blake to claim your reward. Alright, so Horsehead Nebula, I think we've been there before, actually. But let's take a quick look now. Horsehead, here we go. Yeah, that's where Noveria is, so we've definitely been to Pax Strenus. This is very familiar. I'm quite certain that we've actually been to Strenus as well. And the last remaining system really is the Fortuna system. So let's make our way there. Alright, once again, let's scan these planets. Amaranthine. Amaranthine is a chilly rock world with an atmosphere of carbon dioxide and nitrogen. Its frozen surface consists largely of light titanium and aluminium oxides, with deposits of thorium and other heavy metals located in the deep crust. Amaranthine was named by the human poet Sofia Cabral, using her tour of duty aboard the Alliance surveyor ship Coupe. Under the dim light of the red dwarf Fortuna, the surface of this world is lit in rich twilight blues and purples even at midday. Okay, and presumably this is where Helena is, but let's back out for now. Maganlis. Maganlis is a rock terrestrial with an atmosphere of sulfur dioxide and trace amounts of helium. Scans reveal ancient lava plains on the surface, implying a geologically active past. The crust consists of sulfur and basalts, but the planet's mass suggests a core or iron and heavier metals. I think that's supposed to be a core of iron and heavier metals. Cursory drill coring suggests the possibility of simple subterranean life. While scanning the planet Maganlis, you discovered the remains of a damaged research vessel. Your recon team found no signs of survivors, but they did bring back a Rokam outpost insignia. Wentania. Hard data on Wentania is very limited. When the system was charted by the Alliance surveyor Coupe, only a small unmanned flyby probe was spared for the distant world. It is a small rock and ice planet with a trace atmosphere of krypton and sulfur dioxide. Normandy's more detailed survey suggests the frozen terrestrial may be a suitable target for mining. While it is largely water ice, mapping of mass concentrations suggests it has a core of pure aluminium. Wow. So probably a pretty valuable planet then. Theramlon. Theramlon is a frigid world with a thick nitrogen-argon atmosphere. The crust consists of silicates and various unremarkable ores, but is surprisingly rich in phosphates. Since the atmosphere lacks free oxygen, the phosphates are relatively pure and could be of value in the manufacture of fertilizers and incendiary ammunition. While scanning this planet, you detected a small but valuable deposit of plutonium. Okay. And I think that's it for the entire system. Let's go back to, I think it's Amaranthine, and let's land. And again, for this entire assignment, we will still be taking Kaidan and Rex with us. Alright, so we have made landfall on Amaranthine. Let's take a quick look around here. I don't know, it's kind of desolate if you ask me. At least it's not cold. But I did see that like large moon-looking body in the sky as we were dropping in, so I can't really see it from here. Maybe when we drive past some of these ridges and mountains, we might be able to see it. Alright, let's take a look at the map. Alright, so 3 points of interest: debris, anomalies, and the engineering outpost, which I assume where Helena is waiting for us. So let's start with the debris, although we do have some minerals already showing up on radar, so we'll actually go to that first. See if we can quickly survey that. Okay, a deposit of iridium. Very nice. And a cool 38,000 credits for that. Alright. Let's head towards the debris. There it is. It sort of looks like a moon, I suppose. It's a lot closer than Earth's moon, that's for sure. Either that or it's a lot bigger. Just have a quick look at the map here, just trying to find the easiest pathway through. We'll probably go through there. Okay, that was a bit of a bumpy ride over there. Ah yes, another crash probe. Alright, not bad. Some new combat optics there. It's very good. We should try and upgrade. Next, we want to make it to the anomaly. Do we want to back out, or do we want to try and climb over? Maybe we should actually back up a little bit and go through there. I keep forgetting that we do have the Mako jetpacks as well, and that should sort of cushion the drops a little bit more. But sometimes they can be a little bit unruly and make things a little bit worse for us instead. What is that? Ancient debris. Let's check it out. Damn it. Getting very impatient, guys. You found an intricate beaded necklace marked with the Galatana colony insignia. It appears to be very old. Very good. Alright. I actually don't know how much money we're sitting on right now. We must have a ton by now, actually. It looks like there's a natural entranceway right here, so let's just quickly swing back around this way and see if we can find it. Alright. And her base doesn't look heavily defended or anything like that, so at least they're not shooting at us from afar already, which is good. That's a good sign. Alright, I guess we're here to negotiate Helena's arrest? Or we're gonna try and arrest her anyway, being the paragon that we are, so we'll see.
Hello again, Commander Shepard. I owe you a debt of gratitude. With my former partners dead, this syndicate is now mine. I could not have done it without you.
I killed them because they deserve it. Now I'm placing you under arrest.
Surely you don't think that necessary. Under my leadership, this organization will restrict itself to gambling and smuggling illegal technologies. These crimes are hardly worth your time. If you press the issue, my assistants are very well equipped to deal with you.
Very well equipped to deal with us, okay. Well, if we wanted to fight, we can probably try and push this, but I think this is definitely going to be the best option here.
This gang has a reputation for drugs and slaving. It's too late to change that.
Perhaps you're right. Perhaps this organization has been so tainted by those two idiots that it cannot be redeemed. If I disband the gang, I walk away freely. I have not come so far to be arrested. I would die before going to prison. I would most certainly kill before going to prison. Now, do we have a deal?
You're free to go. I don't ever want to see this gang again. If I do...
You won't. I'm not so foolish as to break my word to a Spectre. Now, if you'll excuse me, my men become nervous in the presence of law enforcement agents. Goodbye, Shepard.
Nice, okay. 8 Paragon points in that one. So I guess, I think that was probably the best outcome. But anyway, aside from that, I mean, we could have fought all of these people and killed them all. But we haven't, which is a good thing. Can we talk to any of them? Doesn't look like it. I like this guy's uniform, actually. That's pretty badass. There must be some loot around here, though. Thank you. Medkit. Okay, that room doesn't seem to open. We'll just quickly check upstairs to see if there's more stuff for us to take. So, luckily we've completed the assignment peacefully. But we're still going to take all their stuff, though, while we can. I'm surprised they don't get pissed off because we're taking all their weapons. But hey, game logic, right? Nice, and a hardened wall safe, so I'm guessing we might have some pretty interesting goodies in this one. Hopefully. Kinetic coil. Okay. Level 8s and 7s in this one. Not really worth the time. But we did level up as a result of that though, so that's not bad. Okay, well, the hostile takeover assignment is finally completed. Elena's still just standing there. Rightio, so just a quick look back at the map. Doesn't look like there's anything else for us to do here, so let's return to the Normandy. And we're gonna have to decide what to do next, guys. So we have gone through the list of assignments and, you know, we're running out of actual assignments to do. Obviously there's all of the collectible stuff, but we picked up a couple of assignments from Pharos while we were there, and there's one on investigating some shipments, which I think wouldn't be a bad idea to do before we start getting into the Cerberus missions. So I think there was one from Pharos around samples that was sent to somewhere. in relation to the Cerberus group, and then there's this one, the UNSC Cerberus, the sort of mysterious thing that one of those Alliance admirals was worried about. Yeah, here, Admiral Kahoku. Alright, I think we'll start with the shipments first, and then in the next episode we'll start getting into all the Cerberus missions. So what do we have to do here? Go to the Amazon system in the Voyager cluster and investigate. So we shall do just that. Voyager cluster. There it is. Okay, so there's a couple of different systems here. I don't think we've actually been to either of them, but let's actually start with Amazon this time. Then we might check out Yangtze a little bit later.
Commander, incoming signal from 5th Fleet HQ on the Citadel.
Commander Shepard, something uncomfortable has just come up. In the First Contact War, we fired a lot of espionage probes into Turian space. We just received a mission complete burst from one of them.
Where's it been in the meantime?
No idea. Lost in transit. These probes were built in a hurry after First Contact.
What makes this uncomfortable?
When these probes were launched, we didn't have any idea who we were fighting. We didn't want to risk aliens examining our technology. The probe has a demo nuke built in, a 20-kiloton tactical fusion warhead, about equal to the bomb dropped on Hiroshima back in the 20th. If somebody finds that probe, tampers with it, you don't need me to finish, Commander.
I understand this must be handled, but I don't have anyone trained to deal with this sort of thing, sir.
I know. I wouldn't ask if it wasn't important. These probes have been classified for 26 years. The Council will call fusion bomb booby traps dangerous and irresponsible. The Alliance would face censure if they find this probe. I'm asking you because the Normandy can get on site quickly and quietly. It's in the Voyager cluster.
We'll get on it immediately, Admiral. And we'll be discreet.
I appreciate that, Commander. Good luck. Fifth Fleet out.
Interesting. For once, we're actually doing the Alliance's dirty work here, because that is not really very pleasant, is it? So, yeah, the Alliance has no limits or no shortage of its own secrets, it seems. But anyway, like usual, we shall scan all of the planets and then make landfall. The first one is Tremar. Tremar is a standard hydrogen-helium gas giant with traces of methane and nitrogen in its upper atmosphere. Scans from orbit have detected a large concentration of nitrogen. Next, we've got Sibin. A small rock and ice planet, Sibin has an extremely thin atmosphere of hydrogen, sulfide, and ethane. Its frozen surface is mainly composed of magnesium and silicates with deposits of iron. Sibin's crust contains significant deposits of green serpentine, a mineral formed by volcanic activity. This suggests Sibin was a more geologically active world in the distant past. While scanning the planet Sibin, you discovered a large mine grid in geosynchronous orbit. With the help from Navigator Presley, your recon team recovered a small unmanned probe marked with the Quadim outpost insignia. Very good. Sonedma. I think that's how you pronounce it. Sonedma. Sonedma is the second of the Amazon system's arid super-terrestrial worlds. It is considerably less dense than its neighbor Dernuka and has an atmosphere of carbon dioxide and ethane. Its frozen surface is mainly composed of iron-laced silicates with deposits of sulfur. While scanning this planet, you detected a small deposit of polonium. Dernuka. Is that right? Dernuka is an enormous terrestrial world, nearly twice the size of Earth. Its environment is similar to that of Mars, arid and a mix of craggy basalt, highlands, and sand-soured deserts of iron-laced silicate dust. Dernuka's atmosphere mainly consists of carbon dioxide and argon, but the planet's mass is great enough that measurable amounts of helium and even molecular hydrogen remain trapped in its atmosphere. The planet's gravity well is deep enough that it has collected nearly a dozen small satellites, most captured asteroids. Its surface is scarred by many large impact craters, marking the final resting place of other captured asteroids. Agabinium. I think that's how you pronounce it, guys. Agabinium is a small terrestrial world with an extremely thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide and krypton. Though the planet has sufficient mass to maintain a much thicker atmosphere, much of it has been blasted away. The red giant Amazon is a long-period variable star, currently at the nadir of a 16-year cycle. I'm not entirely sure what that means, guys, but at peak, its energy outputs doubles, lashing Agabinium with intense heat and radiation. The crust is mainly composed of aluminium with deposits of tin. Much of the surface is coated with fine silicate dust, which easily penetrates the smallest cracks to foul machinery. Sounds pleasant. Let's back out for a second here and just quickly... okay, actually that is the last planet right there. So let's make landfall. Alright, now we have been taking Rex and Kaidan with us for the last few assignments. I think it's time to switch things up, and we might take Garrus on this one along with Tali, and yeah, see if we can overwhelm our enemies with their tech expertise. Alright, now they weren't lying about this planet. Actually, was it this planet or another planet looking like Mars? But anyway, this one looks like Mars. But let's take a look. So we've got a few things going on here. Anomaly, debris, and an Alliance homing beacon. So I'm guessing that's where we're going here. So we might actually start with the homing beacon first, because it actually seems quite easy to get to compared to the other two. So let's do that. Pretty interesting sight here, guys, and yeah, interesting that this proximity to the sun hasn't actually just burnt this planet to a toasty crisp. But anyway, okay, something here. I wasn't expecting to actually see a base here, so I was expecting some form of a crashed probe or something like that. So that is very strange, and I guess the beacon is coming from within it. So yeah, strange. Let us investigate.
The signal's coming from a mine?
Suspicious.
I agree. The probe did not crash. Someone moved it here.
They may not know what they have. Let's find it before they set it off.
Affirmative.
Unfortunately, with the remake, well, not really a remake, remaster, I suppose, or the Legendary Edition, they didn't really do too much about the environments, didn't really change things up. So most of these places have basically the same layout. Although this one has a whole bunch of different things in it. A lot more rocks in this one. I'm just going to see if we can find any loot hanging about. Doesn't look like it, actually. Very stingy. Okay. Looks like we're going in here. I do see a marker there, so presumably the whatever we're looking for is actually in here. Ah, here it is. Oh.
That was a detonator, Commander.
Shepard, at last.
You have me at a disadvantage.
My name is Ilanos Halliot. I doubt you know it. Who do you think runs the Terminus clan, Shepard, huh? Thousands of pirates, slavers, criminals of every stripe.
In most criminal organizations, it's the one who's recognized as the most successful.
That's correct. The one who kills the most men, seizes the most ships, pillages the most colonies. 3 years ago, I was the strongest. I used my influence to assemble a fleet. We would drive your kind out of the Verge.
You're the one behind the attack on Elysium.
I was the motivator, the instigator, the one who promised glory and riches for sacking the largest human colony in the cluster. The one blamed when it failed. Failed! I was ruined when your kind held against the Blitz. What better way to recover my reputation than by eliminating the first human Spectre?
My crew will come for me.
Oh, let them. We'll be ready. An Alliance warship would make a fine prize. Oh, and if you haven't noticed, the ores here are laced with heavy metals. I'm afraid your suit radios aren't powerful enough to transmit out.
It doesn't have to be like this, Halliot.
Empty words from a dead man. Goodbye, Shepard.
What do we do now, Shepard?
We've got air and light, and the Normandy's still in orbit. Let's look for another way out.
There's no time to get out. You have to disable the bomb before it goes off. Oh, crap. Manually disable the hard point? Okay. Oh, ooh, okay. Sorry guys, looks like there's another one here. Okay. Ooh, and another one. Whew, alright, You've disabled the bomb. Thank goodness. Right. Well, at least we didn't die in a massive nuclear explosion, but okay. I thought this door was buried in rubble, but I guess I was wrong. Ah, okay, I see what's going on. So we can't exactly go back the way we came in. Well, this door's unlocked. Presumably there will be enemies nearby, so... Okay, we made it out. Let's take a quick look at the map here. Ah, right. So we've sort of made it all the way on the other side here. And somehow the Mako is already here as well. I'm guessing maybe the enemy's taken the Mako and moved it to this side. What's going on? Okay, yeah. Got a large enemy presence down there. Well, lucky for us, but we've got the high ground right now, so let's take these guys out. Nice. Okay. Okay, let's try and close the distance here. Let's see, it's a bit hard to see here. Can we maybe do something like sabotage? Jeez. These guys are tough as nails. Nice. Alright. One more. Halliot went through a lot of trouble to draw you here. A pity it ended like this, for him at least. Now that you're above ground, your suit radio has re-established connection with the Normandy. Time to get the hell out of there. Alright. Well, we survived. Thank goodness. And they were kind enough to bring the Mako out here for us as well, which is very good. Alright guys, well I think here's a pretty good place for a bit of a break. So hope you enjoyed this episode. But yeah, we will continue exploring this planet when we get to the next episode. Leave a like, dislike, or a comment or two down below. Stay true, and I'll see you in the next one.